Hey, how you guys doing, man? Welcome back. It's Pierre. Growing up in the Bay, I never thought I'd truly have to do this and make my stance known. But with the recent events and just everything going on in America, I've been arguing with people I grew up with. So I felt it was time for me to say something, use my voice, and just kind of bring light to all the situations going on. Um, there's been countless. There's been countless names, man. There's been so much oppression. Just it's hard to articulate exactly what I say, but George Floyd's death sparked something in America. Um, whether you guys want to believe it or not, these protests, whether peaceful or the rioting and looting going on, it's sparking a change, man. Um, I don't have the answers as far as police defunding and reforming, but I know it has to happen. Just with the numbers, man, just do your research. The numbers are there. Since 20 days ago, or I seen something maybe 20 days ago since George Floyd was murdered, there's been 120 deaths by police officers. Um, San Jose has had San Jose had one of the nastiest things I've seen um, on my social media with Jared Yoon, the officer who's threatening lives and just abusing his power, man. It's a constant cycle, and it goes back to slavery when cops were how do I say this? Goes back to slavery when there's a slave patrol. I mean, that's what it looks like now. It looks like cops are doing the same thing as what 1400s, 1500s. I'm probably a little off in my math right now, but but I can't really talk right now. But they've been doing that since they brought us here, and we've like we've been in contact with each other. There's always been some sort of oppression. We've been looked down on, and that's just not us. That's most people of color. This country wasn't America. It wasn't white America's. It wasn't built by them. Like, so for this prejudice and constant oppression to people of color is just disgusting. And a lot of the times they try to hide behind America's flag. But okay, so where's Drew Brees right now when Vanessa Gullene is missing from the military? She up and vanishes from a military base. Like, where's his outrage there? Look at look at a lot of these sports, leagues, and a lot of this backtracking happens now. But where was your support when Kaepernick was talking about this then? Like I said, I've had friends who I grew up with. We've fallen out because they've justified deaths going back to Trayvon Martin. And even this recent one, I don't want to disrespect his name, but the gentleman who was murdered at Wendy's, I've had cop friends who justified it because of policy. Like, no, bro, forget the policy. That's murder. You can't justify that to me. We're gonna fall out, period, over that. There's black people being lynched again. Like, bro, it's all happening in our faces. So instead of me, just trying to, I woke up this morning really in a hateful mood, and I was gonna spew that on this video, but instead I just want to tell you guys to educate yourself, man. We live in the information era. Like, I'm tired of seeing these statistics where it says white people are killed more than black people. But if you really do your research, you'll see that those numbers, they don't tell the whole story. Yes, there's more white people in this. There probably is more, as a bigger number. There's more white people being murdered, but statistically, And if you do those numbers and you look at deep into them, it'll show that we're being killed. There's less of us, and we're being killed at a mass majority. So your numbers are off. So like, you really got to do your research before you just spew nonsense on your social medias, or you try to combat what people are saying. And I'm saying something like that because I feel we have to. All this stuff is, they're just trying to divide and conquer us. And I got friends who are all different backgrounds. So, and those who do understand and support, man, I love you guys for real. But to those who really just, you're missing the picture, and you're talking about protest, you're talking about riots and this and that. No, man, you're missing the point. You're missing the cause that got to this effect. So do some research, educate yourself, because the information's there. And we might not be cool again, honestly, but if you can make those changes to be a better person, I'm fine with that. And I wish I would have no ill will towards you, but it's just where I am in life and where I want the world to go to, and the changes I think we need to have. I can't have those type of people who, kind of dismiss the cause and dismiss how I feel and my people feel. So, thank you guys for listening. Sorry if it's like a rant or whatever, but this has been eating at me, and I just had to get it off my chest.